Hey guys, and welcome into my favourite racing game of all time. Now, most of you are thinking, but my driver, that's not a racing game, okay? That's not, neither is GTA. This is my favourite racing game of all time, and I will now show you why. This is Toca 2 on the PlayStation 1, and I will be reviewing it. So, first things first, I'm going to show you my favourite thing about the game, which is the test track. Now, if you go here, you can type in a name. If you type in Bigley, B-I-G-L-E-Y, you can get all cars unlocked. And if you type in mechanic, no, Bigley's all tracks. Mechanic is all cars. And yeah, so we're just going to go for my name. There we go. And also, if you drive certain cars, it will actually show up on the back back window, which is pretty awesome. So as you can see here, you've got a big selection of vehicles in the game. They're all kind of 90s kind of touring cars and more popular, like the Ford Mondeo, the Nissan Primera, the Peugeot 406, Renault Laguna, the Ford Fiesta. Now this car I actually owned, so I am going to go for my actual colour. So this is the car I owned like 2 or 3 years ago. Yay! We're going to go for standard. Now, my favourite thing about this game is just the small little details that you wouldn't normally expect to see in a game. Okay, especially of this era as well. Okay, so here I am in my car. So if I go to Y, yeah, it has a cockpit view, and that's not all. If you actually look around, you can look around the cockpit with left and right, L2 and R2 on the controller. And instead of just looking backwards when you press the look back button, you look in the rear view mirror. Now, this is a fully working rear view mirror. As you can see there, it's fully working. Let's just put this into comparison. Grand Theft Auto 5 on the Xbox One and PlayStation 4 cannot render a rear view mirror. You go on that game right now. You go on that game, there's nothing. It's just a pixelated road that doesn't even work with where you are. It's ridiculous. So this game on the PlayStation 1 can do this. It's the smallest little detail. It immerses you in the game completely. I mean, you were not expecting that. Also, the car can be a manual or an automatic, and it handles really nicely. It drives great. So let's go back to an exterior view here. As you can see, it's a bit jumpy for some reason. That's just the car's suspension's really weird on this thing. I'm going to have to modify it, because you can modify the cars as well. But as you can see, you can get it going around the track pretty freaking quickly. The graphics, of course, aren't as nice as Gran Turismo, but that's not important. I think that the smaller details are really key in this game. And also, the cars drift really nicely if you actually hold it. I didn't there, as you can see. But another funny rear view mirror you should go check out. This is the rear view mirror section of the video. Go check out Driver San Francisco on any console, PC, whatever. Go check it out. It's the only game I know that shows what's in front of you in the rear view mirror. Yeah, that's a thing. But yeah, as you can see, it drives around really well. This car isn't, of course, what I'd normally pick in this game, but it's kind of a good test car just to show off the handling and the driving and everything else. You can go to a bonnet cam here. And also this cam, which is really weird because you can't do anything in it. It's kind of like, okay, you're here now. You're just sat in the middle. I mean, it's not exactly the passenger, because the passenger will be a bit more to the left. So I don't actually know what's this designed as. It's really weird. But yeah. It's got the outside view. You can't look around the vehicle, unfortunately, but you can look backwards. But yeah, I really like this. The test track's great fun. I used to just drive around this endlessly back in the day when I was a kid. Just drive around it. I think I got this around the same time as I got the PlayStation, because I think I had Tomb Raider, the original Tomb Raider, and this. These were the two first games I had for the console. So yeah. I recommend going out and getting this game, and I just can't say any more about it that's not already awesome. We're going to go try and play a race here without the game crashing, because my Fraps is really struggling with this game for some reason, but I'll be back in a second with a race. Okay, so here we are playing Downtown USA. This is the this is my favourite track, and also there's a shortcut on it, which is pretty awesome. As I said earlier, you can actually change the everything, like gear ratio, general, suspension. You can change all those to your desired settings. So the game is really good, actually, customized-wise. But anyway, we're going to jump in here and race. So I'm driving... What am I driving? I'm driving the Volvo S40, and you see that my name's on the back of the car, which is freaking awesome. Let's get inside. Oh, it's a left-hand drive, this one. Okay, so it's going to be pretty slow and laggy in here because inside the city it gets pretty horrible, especially with all the cars around. Oh! But as you can see, it's pretty awesome. Now, if I'm sneaky and go down here, now this is awesome. I used to love doing this as a kid because it was just like, it was a cheat, especially when you play two players. There is two-player split screen. Ah, that noise is awesome. And 180 and on the track, and you don't get disqualified or anything for that. It's such a cheap freaking tactic. But yeah, so let's go around this corner and see if we can get around here. This holds on the ground really well. It holds on the track awesomely. I go out and get this game. I think that if you enjoy racing games and you enjoy older racing games, this is a no-brainer. It's one of those games that you never hear talked about whatsoever. The more recent, like the PS2 ones and Grid, are a lot more talked about. And it's kind of unfortunate that this kind of one fell under the radar, to be honest, because Gran Turismo took all the glory, but Gran Turismo didn't have this. It also didn't have the rear view mirror. It's small things like that that just it just adds something, you know. Oh, span out there a little bit. Let's go back on the road. And also, you're having your name in the back of the window. It's just awesome. It's so cool. It's the small details. That's what's most important. But I would recommend going out and getting this if you haven't already. But anyway, thanks for watching. But until next time, that's me. Out.